It was the growing cloud of scandal that cost the head of the Environmental Protection Agency his job. Scott Pruitt, the target of more than a dozen government investigations into his ethics and spending, was forced out today. The president announced in a tweet that he had accepted his resignation. For the past year and a half, Pruitt worked tirelessly to roll back environmental regulations. He will be replaced, at least temporarily, by his deputy, a former lobbyist for the coal industry. More now from Major Garrett at the White House.
Speaking aboard Air Force One, President Trump said there was, quote, no final straw, unquote, that led to Scott Pruitt's resignation. He said the embattled EPA administrator came to him a couple of days ago and told Mr. Trump he did not want to be, quote, a distraction. Questions about Pruitt's excessive office spending, first-class air travel, and the treatment of staff had Washington investigators working overtime. Pruitt was the subject of a House Oversight Committee investigation, 5 Inspector General audits, 7 pending Inspector General reviews, and 2 Government Accountability Office inquiries. In his resignation letter, Pruitt wrote he was leaving in part because the unrelenting attacks on me personally, my family, are unprecedented and have taken a sizable toll on all of us.
I think your actions are an embarrassment to President Trump.
In late April, a House committee grilled Pruitt on many questionable decisions, including the construction of a secure phone line in his office that cost taxpayers $43,000.
And I think, frankly, that the expenditure of $43,000 on secure communication should not have been made, and I would not have made the decision if I was aware of it.
Pruitt was also under scrutiny for renting an apartment from an energy lobbyist, using his position to help find his wife work, asking his aides to carry out personal tasks, and flying first class at taxpayer expense. Something he told CBS News is the takeout was because of security concerns.
But these threats have been unprecedented from the very beginning, and the quantity and type are unprecedented.
Until just recently, President Trump had stood by Pruitt, largely because he rolled back Obama-era environmental regulations and supported withdrawing from the Paris Climate Accord.
The EPA is doing so well. People are really impressed with the job that's being done at the EPA. Thank you very much, Scott.
And Major joins us now. Major, the president said that Pruitt's deputy, Andrew Wheeler, will serve as acting administrator. What do we know about him?
Well, he worked at the EPA in the early 1990s, focusing on toxic pollution control. Then he went to work for Capitol Hill for Republican Senator James Inhofe, a well-known climate change skeptic. Most recently, he's been a coal industry lobbyist and was vice president of something called the Washington Coal Club. Environmental groups described Wheeler as sort of a scandal-free replica of Pruitt. Conservatives said they expect Wheeler to continue Pruitt's deregulatory work here in Washington.
Scandal-free is what the president is looking for right now. I want to switch to another topic because the president said today that he will announce a Supreme Court pick Monday at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. What are you hearing about who may be on his short list right now?
We were told the president has confined his list down to 3. Raymond Kethledge, Amy Coney Barrett, and Brett Kavanaugh, all sitting on federal appeals courts. There are various factions in favor of all 3. The president said he'll make his decision on Sunday, announce it to the country on Monday evening here at the White House. The president said it was unlikely he will conduct any additional interviews about this while he's in New Jersey over the weekend. Bianna?
Given their young age, either candidate could sit on the bench for decades to come. Major Garrett, thank you.